Y'all slide up for a second because I got a story to tell you. Just know you are not here by accident. If you found your way into this space, then trust me, you were guided here for a reason. So go on and get yourself settled, get your coffee, get your mind right, and let's talk about it. Because baby, this right here, I have a story. Welcome to Blended Healing. I look up once, heaven responds. White light moves through, truth carries on.
Everybody got quiet. See, this is why I don't like when people say just tell the truth. Because people make the truth sound peaceful, like everybody tells the truth, cries a little bit, hugs, learns a lesson, goes home. Bullshit. Sometimes the truth walks into a room, flips the whole damn table over, and says, now figure that shit out. That's where we were. Standing inside a Keisha store after closing, me, Rochelle, Keisha. Three women who had known each other long enough that none of us should have been standing there wondering who the hell we were looking at. But we were. Because 20 minutes ago, I thought I understood the problem. Keisha had lied. She used my name to get an interview. She let Rochelle believe I betrayed her. Rochelle carried that resentment toward me for 2 years. Ugly, absolutely, but understandable, at least enough that I could follow the damn story. Then page 6 showed up. Well, page 6 didn't show up, but that's what made it worse because according to Rochelle, that missing page talked about money. My money. Money I remember giving because Rochelle was going through something serious shit at the time. And when I say serious, I don't mean, girl, I'm short until Friday. I mean, life had grabbed my cousin by the throat. Bills were behind. Something personal had happened that Rochelle didn't want everybody knowing. She called me crying and I helped her, at least. That's what I thought I did. Until Rochelle looked me dead in my face and said, Naya, I never got that money. Now listen, there are certain sentences that make your brain immediately start pulling receipts. And mine started working overtime. I remember where I was when Rochelle called. I remember how much she needed. I remembered moving money around because I didn't have all of it sitting in one account. I remember saying, don't worry about paying me back right now. Handle what you need to handle. I remembered all of that. So how the hell did Rochelle not get it? I looked at Keisha. She looked at the floor. Keisha, nothing. Look at me. Slowly she did. Where's my money? Her lips parted. Nothing came out. Rochelle stepped forward. Oh, now you can't talk? Ro. No, no, because that bitch been talking for 2 years. Rochelle. No, Naya, you don't understand. Her voice cracked and suddenly the anger disappeared. What replaced it? Hurt. Old hurt. That had been sitting somewhere so long it had grown roots. I thought you changed your mind. I frowned. What? I thought you decided I wasn't worth helping. That hit me so hard I didn't even have a comeback. Rochelle's eyes filled. I waited for that money. My stomach dropped. What do you mean you waited? I waited. How long? Long enough. No, 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 no. Don't do that. How long? 3 days. I stared at her. 3 days? I kept checking. Why didn't you call me? I did. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. When? The next day. I never talked to you. I know. What does that mean? Rochelle looked at Keisha. Keisha closed her eyes. Oh, there it was. That little movement, that tiny ass movement people make when a conversation gets too close to the part that they've been hoping nobody remembers. I looked at Keisha. What happened when Rochelle called me? She shook her head. Naya, what happened? Rochelle answered. Keisha picked up your phone. My phone? You were in the shower. Memory. Something faint. A weekend, Keisha at my house, music playing. Me running upstairs, my phone on the kitchen counter. I looked at Keisha. You answered my phone? It wasn't like that. Oh my gosh. Because anytime somebody says it wasn't like that, prepare yourself for exactly what the hell it looks like. What did she say to you? Rochelle stepped closer. I asked if you had changed your mind. And she told me you were handling it. I looked at Keisha. Did you say that? Yes. Why? I thought you were. Thought? I knew you were helping her. How? Keisha, how? You told me. Okay, that part could have been true. I might have mentioned it. So then what? Keisha looked at Rochelle, then me. I told her I'd make sure you got it. Rochelle laughed bitterly, and that's the last thing I heard. I stared at Keisha. You told Rochelle you would make sure she got the money that belonged to me? I was trying to help. Girl, help who? And that's when Keisha said the sentence that changed the whole temperature in the room. I didn't steal it. I didn't ask you if you stole it. Rochelle looked at me. I looked at Rochelle. And then both of us looked at Keisha because that's another thing about people. Sometimes the answer they give to the question you didn't ask tells you exactly where to start digging. I stepped closer. So now that you brought up stealing, Keisha shook her head. Naya, where is my money? I told you I didn't steal it. Then where did it go? It didn't go anywhere. What the hell does that mean? It means there's something y'all don't know about that money. I stepped closer. What? Keisha put both hands up. No. Before I tell you, you need to understand something. Girl, if you don't, Naya wasn't the only person who gave Rochelle money. Dead silence. And that's when I saw it. Rochelle's face changed. Not confusion. What is she talking about? Recognition. That woman knew exactly what Keisha meant. I slowly turned toward my cousin. Ro, who else gave you money? Rochelle looked at Keisha. You better shut your mouth. Oh, wait. 5 minutes ago, Rochelle wanted Keisha to tell everything. Now, suddenly, we reach the portion of tonight's program where everybody needed to exercise discretion. Oh, hell no. I looked at Rochelle. Why does she need to shut up? Naya, it's not what you think. Apparently, I don't know what the hell to think because every 10 minutes somebody unlocks another level of this bullshit. Keisha folded her arms. You wanted the truth. Rochelle spun toward her. And you don't get to tell it. Keisha laughed. Oh, now I don't? No. You had plenty to say when you thought everything was about me. Because you lied. And you didn't? Rochelle stepped toward her. I stepped between them. Enough. I pointed at Rochelle. You. Who gave you money? She looked away. Rochelle. Who? She finally looked at me. Aunt Denise. Denise? Yes. My Aunt Denise? Flashy Denise? Always put together Denise? The aunt who could walk into a damn grocery store looking like she had reservations afterward? That Aunt Denise? How much? Row. 2,000. $2,000? Yes. And I gave you. because now I needed to think. How much did I give you? Rochelle looked at me. You said three. Exactly. $3,000. 5,000 in total. For what? Rochelle looked away. Bills. Bullshit. Naya. Don't Naya me. You needed $5,000 for bills? I had stuff going on. What stuff? I told you. No, you told me enough to make me send you 3 grand. Her face hardened. Why you saying it like that? Because apparently I don't know the whole story. Keisha muttered, you don't. Rochelle spun around. Bitch, Rochelle. She stopped, barely. I looked at Keisha. You seem real comfortable knowing everybody's business tonight. I didn't ask to know, but somehow you always do. That shut her up, and then I looked back at Rochelle. What was the money really for? She didn't answer. And right then a voice came from behind us. Why don't you ask me? All three of us turned. Aunt Denise was standing inside the doorway, perfect hair, big sunglasses pushed up on the top of her head, gold earrings, designer bag on her arm, looking like she just left brunch instead of walking into a family crime scene. Rochelle went pale. Aunt Denise? Denise looked around and then at Rochelle, then at Keisha, and then finally me. Naya. I stared at her. What you doing here? She lifted one eyebrow. Apparently cleaning up some shit y'all should have cleaned up 2 years ago. Keisha looked away. I caught it. Denise caught it too. Oh, no, baby. She pointed at Keisha. Don't look away now. Don't look down. Keisha's head snapped up, and something passed between them, something I didn't understand yet. I looked at Denise. You gave Rochelle $2,000? Yeah. Why? Denise looked at Rochelle. Rochelle shook her head. Please. Denise stared at her. And for the first time since she walked in there, Denise didn't look flashy. She looked tired. I'm sorry, baby. Rochelle's eyes filled. Don't. I told you this wasn't going to stay buried forever. My stomach tightened. There was that word again, buried. I looked between them. What wasn't going to stay buried? Nobody answered. I laughed. Oh, absolutely hell not. Mm-mm. I grabbed my purse off the counter. Everybody looked at me. Nope. I'm done begging grown women to tell me shit that apparently involves my name and my money. Naya. No. I looked at Rachel. You needed money. Then Keisha. You intercepted something, and then Denise. And somehow you're involved. I put my purse over my shoulder, so somebody better start talking before I walk out that door and start pulling bank statements myself. Anthony sighed. You looking for the wrong $3,000. I stopped. What? Denise walked toward the counter. The money you gave Rochelle did disappear. Keisha's eyes closed. Rochelle started crying. And me, I didn't move. Then where did it go? Denise looked directly at Keisha. Tell her. Keisha shook her head. No. Tell her. I said no. Keisha, I said no. And that was the first time Keisha yelled at Aunt Denise. Interesting. Very interesting. Denise reached into that expensive ass purse, pulled out an old folded envelope, and put it on the counter. My name was written across at the front. Naya. I stared at it. What is that? Denise looked at Rochelle. Rochelle looked at Keisha. Keisha looked like she wanted the floor to open and swallow her whole. Then Denise said, the receipt. My heart started pounding. Receipt for what? Denise slid the envelope toward me. For what your money actually paid for? I reached for it. Rochelle grabbed my wrist. Naya. I looked down at her hand and then at her face. She was crying, not angry crying, scared crying. Please. And that's when I knew whatever was inside that envelope wasn't just about money. I slowly pulled my hand away from hers, picked it up, opened it, and the second I saw the name printed across the top, I stopped breathing because the name on the receipt wasn't Rochelle's. It damn sure wasn't Keisha. I looked at Aunt Denise. What the fuck is this? Denise didn't answer. I looked at Rochelle. Whose name is this? Rochelle covered her mouth. Keisha turned away and Aunt Denise. She just looked at me and said, Naya, that's the part nobody wanted you to find out. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome to Side Eye, Episode 8, Follow the Money. This is going to be a humdinger. Strap on, baby, strap on. I'll be right back after this.
You know it's crazy. You never had to try. Not one time. Truly, you were never hard to love, baby. Make it you. Everything about you just fit. The way you walked in, the way you carried yourself. Like the room already knew your name. Cap pulled down, collar up, fresh. Like it was second nature. You never did too much. You never had to. You never had to. Lord, oh. What's that? Damn. There you go again. Walk by, leave your scent behind. Like you meant for somebody to remember you. The room, watch you. Everybody had their reasons. Some couldn't stop staring. Some tried not to. Some smiled like they already knew me. I wasn't watching to figure you out. I was watching, cause I like what I saw. See, anybody can buy the clothes. Anybody can wear the cap. Anybody can spray the cologne. I'm just keeping it real. How many times have we said that? Leaving little bruises where another woman's heart.
Keisha, where is my money? Keisha, answer me. Oh, now you can't say anything? You've been talking for 2 damn years. There's something y'all don't know about that money. No. Before I tell you, you need to understand something. You wasn't the only one who gave her money. What? Naya, her money was tied to this?
Mom's money?
I don't understand.
She said it involved all of you. It was an accident. We didn't mean for this.
You knew? How could you? This is insane. You're all lying.
Jade wasn't just Jade. Her real name was Jasmine. She was a former business partner of Naya's husband and flashy businessman Marcus's sister. And she knew exactly who Naya was long before they ever became friends.
A letter from my husband, written 3 years ago. How could this be here? What haven't you told me? This letter changes everything. I deserve the truth.
Whose name is that? I stared at the receipt so long, The letter started looking funny. You know how your brain does when it sees something it recognizes but refuses to accept what it's looking at? Yeah, that. I read the name again, and then again, and then one more damn time because apparently my eyes and my common sense had stopped communicating. I looked at Rochelle, then Keisha, then Aunt Denise. Whose name is this? Nobody said nothing. I held the receipt up. I'm not asking again. Aunt Denise took her sunglasses off the top of her head and put them in her purse slowly, too damn slow. And that irritated me even more. Aunt Denise, don't start organizing your purse. Talk. Naya, calm down. See, that's exactly the kind of shit that's going to make me not calm down. Rochelle wiped her face. Naya, please. Please what? Just listen. To who? Because apparently everybody in this room has had a whole damn committee meeting about my money except me. Keisha leaned against the counter. Nobody had a committee meeting. I turned toward her. You might want to sit this portion out. Naya, no, seriously, you have used up your speaking privileges for the evening. Aunt Denise almost smiled. I caught it. And you ain't funny either. Her face straightened immediately. Good, because I wasn't in the mood. I looked back at the receipt. $3,000, the exact amount I had given to help Rochelle, except according to what I was holding, that money hadn't gone toward Rochelle's rent. It hadn't gone towards the utilities, keeping her car from being repossessed. It had gone towards somebody else, somebody whose name I knew, somebody who had absolutely no business being connected to Rochelle's emergency. And suddenly, something clicked. Not everything, just enough to piss me off even more. I looked at Rochelle. When you called me crying that night, were you actually in trouble? Her face fell. Yes. That wasn't my question. Yes, Naya, I was in trouble. Then why is somebody else's name on this receipt? She looked at Denise. I snapped my fingers. Nope, nope, nope. Don't look at her. Look at me. Rochelle's eyes came back to mine because the money wasn't only for me. There it was. I laughed, not because it was funny, because sometimes your body has to do something when choking somebody isn't an option. So you lied? I didn't lie. Did you tell me the money was for somebody else? No. Then congratulations. It's called a lie. It wasn't that simple. It was simple when you called me crying. Her face hardened, and I was crying, apparently on somebody else's behalf. Partly. Partly. Keisha stepped forward. Naya. I pointed without even looking at her. Don't. She stopped. Rochelle crossed her arms. Now she was getting defensive, and that was exactly what I didn't need. Because hurt Rochelle, I can work with hurt Rochelle. Defensive Rochelle, that woman will argue with the stop sign. You know what your problem is, she said. My eyebrows went up. Oh, this should be good. You think because you help people, you're entitled to know every detail of their lives. Excuse me? You heard me. Oh, I heard you. I'm just giving you an opportunity to hear yourself. You gave me money because I needed help. $3,000. And I appreciated it. Apparently, somebody else appreciated it too. Anthony stepped in. Okay, okay. Both of y'all. No, Denise. She looked at me. Not tonight. I turned back to Rochelle. You don't get to make me the villain because I'm asking what happened to my money. I didn't make you the villain. You just accused me of thinking I own people's business because I helped you? Because that's how you're acting. I actually stepped back. Oh, Keisha whispered, Ro. No, Rochelle. Everybody keeps acting like Naya is the only person who got hurt. I went quiet because there it was again. That old wound, the same one from the birthday, the one from the slick comments, the one underneath every conversation we had this mess started. Rochelle wasn't arguing about $3,000 anymore. She was arguing about years. You know what? I said quietly. You're right. Everybody looked at me. Rochelle blinked. What? You're right. I'm not the only person who got hurt. She relaxed slightly. But here's where you're wrong. Your hurt does not give you permission to rewrite what happened. You thought I abandoned you? Yes. You thought I promised to help you and didn't? Yes. You spent 2 years carrying that against me? Yes. And now you're finding out I did help you? I sent exactly what I said I would send? So now the problem isn't that Naya didn't show up. I stepped closer. The problem is that somebody took what Naya sent and did something else with it. Rochelle's eyes filled again. And instead of saying, damn, maybe I was wrong about my cousin, you standing here trying to make another reason to be mad at me. Oh, that landed hard. Rochelle looked down. I wasn't finished. Baby, if you need me to be the villain that bad, just say that. Naya, no, because I'm tired. And that pissed me off because I didn't want to cry and I wanted answers, but sometimes anger and hurt live right next door to each other, and the one opens the door when you're expecting the other. I have spent weeks trying to figure out who was talking about me, who didn't like me, who thought I changed, who was giving me side eye, who was smiling in my face and discussing me when I left the room. I looked around. And every damn road keeps leading back to the people I love. That shit hurts. Do you all understand that? Keisha looked down. Rochelle cried quietly. Even Denise stopped looking like she had everything under control. I wiped my face. Now, I'm standing here finding out that $3,000 I thought went toward helping my cousin ended up attached to somebody else's name. I picked up the receipt back up. So no, I'm not calming down. And then I looked at Aunt Denise. You knew. You knew, Denise. Yes. How long? From the beginning. Of course. Keisha knew. Denise looked at her. Yes. Rochelle knew. Yes. I nodded. Okay. Okay. So everybody knew except me. Naya. Who is this person? Denise sighed. You know who it is. I know the name. I want to know why my money paid for something for them. And then Keisha said something from behind me. They didn't know. What? The person on that receipt? They didn't know where the money came from. Okay, now this is getting ridiculous. So somebody used my money to pay something for somebody who didn't even know I was paying it? Yeah. Why? Keisha looked at Rochelle. Rochelle shook her head. Don't. There was again, don't. That one word had been working overtime all night. Don't tell Naya. Don't show Naya. Don't let Naya find out. Don't say the name. Don't open the envelope. Don't ask questions. Apparently, I was the only person in one that I owned the damn story who wasn't allowed to read the script. I walked toward Rochelle. You were protecting who you protecting? Because that's what this is, right? Her face changed. I saw it. You weren't stealing. No. You weren't scamming me. No. You were protecting somebody. Tears rolled down her face. Yes. Who? She looked at the receipt in my hand and then at me and whispered, my son. Everything inside of me stopped. I looked back at the receipt. Wait, what? Rochelle covered her face. Aunt Denise closed her eyes. Keisha turned away. I stared at my cousin. You told me he was fine. He wasn't. You told me that situation had been handled. It hadn't. Rochelle, I didn't know what else to do. What happened? She started crying harder, and this wasn't pretty crying. This was years coming out at once crying. I couldn't tell anybody. You told Denise. I had to. You told Keisha. She found out. And somehow you couldn't tell me? Rochelle looked straight at me because I knew what you would do. What would I do? You would have asked questions. I stared at her. Damn right. No, Naya, you don't understand. Then make me understand. Because if you had asked enough questions, you would have found out who he was with that night. My stomach dropped. Aunt Denise immediately said, Rochelle. Too late. I looked at Denise and then Keisha and then Rochelle. Who was he with? I stepped closer. Who was Rochelle's son with? Keisha whispered, don't do this. Oh, now I really wanted to know. Who? Rochelle shook her head. Naya, leave it alone. Who? And then Aunt Denise said, somebody you know. Of course, because apparently there wasn't a stranger left in America. Who? Denise hesitated, and Rochelle screamed, don't say it! I looked at her, and then reaction told me something. Whoever it was wasn't just somebody I knew. It was somebody whose name was about to change something. I looked at Denise. Say it. Naya. Denise. She stared at Rochelle and then at me and finally said, he was with Erica's brother. Oh, now see, that was different because Erica has spent all this time watching me, questioning me, judging me, running her mouth about me, giving me the famous side eye, like she knew something everybody else didn't. And suddenly I realized something. Maybe she did. I looked at Rochelle. Does Erica know? Rochelle didn't answer. I asked again. Does Erica know? Keisha whispered, yes. I turned toward her. How long? Keisha looked me dead in my face. 2 years. I didn't say anything because suddenly this whole thing wasn't about gossip. It wasn't about jealousy or who I thought was feeling myself. It wasn't even about money. Something happened 2 years ago involving Rochelle's son and Erica's brother. Denise helped cover the cost. My $3,000 went toward it without me knowing. Keisha knew, Rochelle knew, Erica knew. And somehow, I was the one everybody had been watching. I grabbed my purse. Denise stepped forward. Where you going? I looked at her. Where the hell you think? Rochelle's eyes widened. Naya, no. Oh, yes. You can't go to Erica's house. I opened the store door. Watch me. Naya! I turned around. And somebody better call her before I get there. I put my sunglasses on because apparently Erica and I have a lot more to talk about than side-eye. Woo! Man.
I may have started all of this hoopla. Oops, my bad. Blended will be right back after she's finished doing whatever.
One of the things I've learned while creating Gateway to the Ancestors is that history is never just about dates, buildings, wars, or famous names. History is about people. It's about ordinary people living ordinary lives during extraordinary times.
Many voices were never recorded, yet their lives helped shape the world we inherited. One day, those stories may become someone else's connection to the past, and if you're enjoying this journey, subscribe to Gateway to the Ancestors.
Because the ancestors are not only found in history books. Sometimes they're found in the stories we choose to remember.
As we continue our travels through the past, may we never forget the sacrifices, victories, and lessons left behind by those who came before us.
Until our next destination,
Keep listening, keep learning, and keep walking with the ancestors. Gateway to the Ancestors episodes will now be airing every other week on its regularly scheduled day and time. As I deep dive into this world of discovery and spirituality, it has expanded to heights I could not believe. No worries, be on the lookout for more programming and content on the Gateway to the Ancestors platform. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and set your notification bell.
Everybody knew but me. And by the time I got halfway to Erica's house, my phone was ringing like I owed somebody money. Rochelle, decline. Keisha, decline. Anthony's, decline. Rochelle again, decline. And then my phone connected to the car and Keisha's name flashed across the screen for the third time. I answered, what? Naya, listen to me before you go over there. I'm listening. Don't go. Anything else? Naya, Keisha, you have known for 2 years that my money was tied to something involving Rochelle's son and Erica's brother. And you stood in my face, ate at my house, came to my birthday, called me your friend, watched all this shit blow up around me, and never once thought maybe I deserved to know. It wasn't my story to tell. Oh, that's convenient. It's the truth. No. That's the sentence people use when they know some shit that they don't want responsibility for knowing. There's more. My foot eased off the gas. See? Now that's the kind of sentence that'll sober you right up. What more? I can't tell you over the phone. Keisha, if you say one more dramatic ass thing to me and then tell me you can't explain it, Erica's brother wasn't the reason the money was needed. What? He was there, but he wasn't the reason. Then what was? Keisha. Asked Erica. Click. This woman hung up on me. I stared at my dashboard. Oh, this bitch done lost her entire mind. 10 minutes later, I pulled up outside Erica's house, and before I can even get out the car, the front door opened. Erica stepped outside, arms folded, no smile, no confusion, nothing. She had been expecting me. I got out. She looked at me. I looked at her, and for once, there wasn't any side eye. We were looking dead at each other. You got something you want to ask me? She said. I closed my car door. Apparently, about 2 years worth. I then asked, your brother, what about him? Don't play with me tonight. I'm not playing. Was he with Rochelle's son the night Rochelle needed that money? Yep. Did you know? Yep. How long? Since it happened. Of course. You asked. No, I'm just amazed. Everybody knew everything except me. That's not true. Really? Really? Then enlighten me. You knew more than you remember. My whole body went still. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Erica walked down the steps. You really don't remember that night. What night? The night Rochelle called you. I remember Rochelle calling me. No, after that. There was no after that. Yes, there was. No, there wasn't. Naya, you came over here. What? You came to this house. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. I have never been inside your house. Erica looked behind her, then back at me. I didn't say you came inside. Okay, now my skin was crawling. Then why was I here? You came to get something. What? Cash. Girl, bye. I'm serious. No, I transferred Rochelle money. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You tried. I stopped. Erica continued. The transfer didn't go through. What? You called Rochelle, she didn't answer. Then you called Keisha. I was searching my memory so hard my head started hurting. I don't remember that. I know. What do you mean you know? You've been drinking. Oh, now wait a minute. I've been what? Drinking. I don't drink like that. I didn't say you were drunk. Then why don't I remember coming here? I don't know. Why would I come to your house for cash? Erica folded her arms. Because your bank had already closed. The transfer was being held, and Rochelle needed the money that night. That actually sounded possible, but something was wrong. Why would you give me $3,000? I didn't. Then who did? Erica looked toward the house and I followed her eyes. Somebody was standing behind the curtain. The curtain moved and then disappeared. I looked at Erica. Who's in there? Naya. Who is in your house? Nobody you need to worry about. Baby. Everybody keeps deciding what I need to worry about, and I look where the hell that's gotten us. I stared toward the steps, and then I started moving. Erica blocked me. Don't move. No. Erica. Naya. We stood there staring at each other, and then the door opened and a man stepped outside. I recognized him immediately. Not Erica's brother, somebody else, somebody I hadn't seen in years. I froze. He looked at me. Naya? I didn't answer because suddenly a memory flashed. A car, rain, somebody handing me an envelope through a window, me saying, I'll pay you back. And then another flash, Keisha sitting beside me. Then nothing. I looked at the man. You gave me the money. Yeah. My mouth went dry. Why? He looked at Erica and then back at me. Because you called me. I called you? Yeah. For Rochelle? No. I stopped breathing. What? He took one step toward me. You didn't ask me for the money for Rochelle. Everything went quiet. I looked at Erica. She looked away and then back at him. What did I ask you for $3,000 for? He didn't answer. What did I ask you for? His jaw tightened. To get somebody out of trouble. Who? He looked at me for a long second and said, Your daughter. Excuse me? I swore the whole street moved. I stepped back. My daughter? Yeah. Nah. Naya. No. Don't say my name. My daughter wasn't involved in anything. He didn't respond. I looked at Erica. Tell him. She said nothing. Erica, tell him he's got the wrong person. Nothing. That's when fear hit me. Not anger, fear. I looked back at him. What happened to my daughter? She was in the car. What car? The car Rochelle's son was driving. I couldn't speak. And Erica's brother? In the passenger seat. I looked at Erica. And my daughter? Back seat. My knees damn near gave out. No. Erica stepped toward me. Naya, don't touch me. She stopped. I pointed at the man. You telling me my daughter was in the car with Rochelle's son and Erica's brother, and somehow I don't remember this? You knew that night. How? Because she called you. My heart was pounding. She called me? Yes. Why doesn't she remember? Nobody answered. I looked at Erica. Does my daughter know about this? Yes. Does she know I gave money? Erica hesitated. No. Why? Because that money wasn't for her. Then what was it for? And that's when the man said, the car wasn't Rochelle's son's. I looked at him. What? It belonged to somebody else. Who? Nobody answered. I was getting tired of that shit. Who owned the car? Erica finally said, that's what everybody's been trying to protect. Who? She stepped closer. The person whose name is on it, that receipt. No, wait, that didn't make sense. I pulled the receipt out of my purse. I looked at the name again and then looked at Erica. You telling me this person owned the car? Yes. Then why did my $3,000 pay them? Erica looked me dead in my face because the car got damaged. I stared at her. So I paid for damages? Partly. That was that damn word again, partly. What else? Erica said nothing. The man did. Silence. My head snapped out toward him. What? The money wasn't just for the car. He looked at Erica and then at me. It was to keep what happened that night quiet. Oh, hell no. I turned toward Erica. You mean hush money? No. What the hell else do you call it? It wasn't like that. Everybody needs to stop saying that shit. I looked at the receipt. $3,000, Denise's son. Oh my God. Wait a minute, Denise. Wait a minute, Denise. $2,000. $5,000. A damaged car, Rochelle's son, Erica's brother, my daughter, and somebody else's name on the receipt. Then something hit me. Wait. They both looked at me. Rochelle said she never got my money. No, she didn't. Because it never belonged to her. No. So why did she think it did? And there it was, the missing piece. I stepped closer. Who told Rochelle I was giving her $3,000? Nobody answered. And suddenly I knew. I didn't know how, but I knew. Keisha. Erica closed her eyes. I whispered it again. Keisha told her. The man looked away, and right then my phone rang. Keisha answered. Keisha, I answered. You told Rochelle my $3,000 was for her. You let that woman believe I promised her money and I never sent. Naya. Why? Keisha started crying and then she said something I wasn't prepared for. Because I needed Rochelle mad at you. My blood ran cold. What? I needed her to stop asking you questions. What questions? Keisha was sobbing now. About that night. I couldn't move. Why? Keisha, what did you do? Nothing, as she whispered. I wasn't supposed to be there. I stared straight ahead. Where? At the accident. My stomach dropped. You were in the car? No. Then where were you? I was in the car behind them. And I saw everything. I gripped the phone. Saw what? She cried harder. Naya, it wasn't an accident. Click. She hung up. And for the first time since this whole mess started, I wasn't wondering who was talking about me anymore. I was wondering what the hell these people had been hiding from me. It getting good, ain't it? Getting real good.
I tried, y'all. I tried. You know Aunt Cheryl trying to keep the peace. Lord have mercy. Blended will be back. Oh, Lord.
I'm just keeping it real. How many times have we said that? Leaving little bruises where another woman's heart.
Keisha, where is my money? Keisha, answer me. Oh, now you can't say anything? You've been talking for 2 damn years. There's something y'all don't know about that money. No. Before I tell you, you need to understand something. You wasn't the only one who gave her money. What? Naya, her money was tied to this?
Mom's money?
I don't understand.
She said it involved all of you. It was an accident. We didn't mean for this.
You knew? How could you? This is insane. You're all lying.
Jade wasn't just Jade. Her real name was Jasmine. She was a former business partner of Naya's husband and flashy businessman Marcus's sister. And she knew exactly who Naya was long before they ever became friends.
A letter from my husband, written 3 years ago. How could this be here? What haven't you told me? This letter changes everything. I deserve the truth.
My. Time has flown. I've kept you almost a whole hour. So you know we have to come back and follow the money in part 2 of episode 8. And with that being said, make sure that you tune back in. Because this is a humdinger, baby. It's a humdinger. Anyway, be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you. And I shall see you all very, very soon.
Okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a hoe, this ain't a foe. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand. G.O.D. maybe this cold, and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke. I seen it way before it ever happened. He gave me the view. I had to put it.
Yo, hold up. Give me my Yankees hat and my Timbs. Now I feel like me. Aight, drop the beat, Lego.
Enemies test your strength, but it's fake loyalty that tests your soul. Pay no mind to those who talk behind your back. It simply means you are 2 steps ahead.
And I could care less about my enemies. They all just a bunch of bad energy. This tattoo ink and whole memories for my niggas that died repping in these streets.
Imagine a movie that depicted the pain in your life, like them kids in Afghanistan chasing a kite. For most of the world, that's what it's like. Imagine if the woman you're supposed to love for the rest of your life is set to marry someone else at the end of the night. They say you fight the greatest war in your heart and your mind, and fight the hardest when you start from behind. So I dream the impossible all the time. That for Masonic design, America's future is mine. Repeat that to yourself, cause if culture's a crime, them numbers tatted on your arm aren't too far behind. They can only conquer you after they murder your mind. So rise up, motherfucker, like the sign of this time.